Hello everybody, welcome back to the World of Me. My name's Cougar, and this of course is part of our camping and survival series. We got another SHTF box in today. Of course this is the SHTF survival gear mystery box. Alright, so here's what we've got. A handful of products here, and of course the card. Now this is a monthly box. This is from budk, so if you guys want to check this out, you can go down there and check out budk. In the description below we'll have a link to that, of course, just right down there with our social media links. Now there are 3 different levels of this box. For those of you who don't know, there is the $20 box, which is the base level, which is what we're getting here. They do have a $50 a month box, and then they do have the elite box, and that elite box is $90 or $89.99. Now they do have a breakdown of all the products in here and how much they're worth, and we can kind of go down through and follow the card here. We'll go ahead and use the very first one, which is this right here. These are camping tweezers. That sounds kind of ridiculous to me, but thinking about it, I've actually heard of something like this before, and they're actually very useful. Obviously, when you're out camping and stuff, if you're out processing wood or something like that, you could, of course, get splinters and things like that. And being out in the field, that you're much more prone to being able to get an infection because of that. The other idea, thinking about it too, is if you have something like ticks or something like that, you definitely want to make sure you take care of something like that. And it has these little rubber pieces here, kind of give you a nice place for your fingers to grab onto. But this is really cool because it has a little light here. Let's see, do we need to do something with this? There you go. You can see kind of how bright that little light is. It looks like it wants you to hold it, but then it takes a second for it to go out. Now this next one is a 5-pack of M48 D-ring connectors. So you've got this section here on the back end which you can run a piece of flat cord through, and you can run it through actually both directions. It's made for this way and for this way. It's just this is a wider one where this is a narrower one. This is more like maybe 3/4 of an inch, whereas this is about 1 inch. So you can use it on 2 different size types of flat cord basically. And then you have this D-ring connector, so you can hook onto it or whatever. So if you have the straps on, say, your backpack or something like that, slide the straps down through, and now you've got a D-ring that you can take and hook things onto and hang things on. Now they are open on the ends here. There is that little slit right there, so you don't have to just feed it through. So if you do need to kind of get these out of there, you can just pop it off. Now, something I didn't mention is they do have the tweezers rated at $4.99, so $5. They do have these set for $4, $3.99. The next one they're saying is this, well, I've got 2 things here, so I'm not sure which one's which. I'm going to, okay, we'll go with this one. Here it is. It looks like I got the right one. So this is a folding karambit. As you can see, you do have the very large ring there, as is standard with karambits, and then you have a little thumb opener right there. And then it opens out and has that locks in place like this. Now the blade itself obviously isn't curved. It actually looks very much like a razor blade. It has that steep angle at the back here. It's very straight right there, which is, let me see, we're looking at that. We're going to say that's about 2.5 inch long blade, I'm thinking there. And this is it's not super heavy, but it's got some weight to it. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that did a really nice job right there. That's all the hair's gone. Shaved down real nice, so comes out razor sharp. Again, of course, it does look like a razor blade knife, so it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So I would say definitely a nice knife. And as for a price, This they do say sells for $14.99, so you know, $15 there. Now the next one we have is going to be this one here. They call it a rescue knife with an LED. Now I have seen one like this before, similar ones. Yeah, this is almost, I think this is pretty much identical to one I've gotten before, just slight variation in it. Now you do have the knife, you can see here, you have this section back here. This is more than just with a light. This is like I think this is like a 5-in-1 or something like that. 4-in-1 maybe, survival type knife. But you got this piece back here, that would be like a seatbelt cutter or a cordage cutter, because you do have a embedded razor blade in there. You do have this pin right here, and that pin right there of course would be for breaking glass. Obviously it can also be used for defense. If you're holding it like this, you can of course hit somebody in the side or something like that, and that will cause some damage, just like those tactical pens that are out. And flip it open. Ooh, it's got, wow, that's an interesting design. Nice kind of shape there, kind of an OG curve there. Now it does say U.S. Special Forces on the side, and it does have kind of that little emblem right here, a little one right there. Now again, this is a Black Legion, so you know, it's Black Legion, but it is a Special Forces design, I guess. You have this nice clip point curve here, and then you have the concave serrated type edge right there, and then you've got kind of this curvature here as well on the back. You do have the thumb grip both here and on the back of the blade there, so it gives you some more control, and it is integral here for the blade lock, so you push it in. This does have a little bit of an assist, so it helps you to open it out. Now of course I opened it using the thumb piece here, but you also do have the finger piece as well, so you can flip it open that way. Now we do have this little LED right here, so there we go, and you just twist the little piece there. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna guess this is, you know, between 5 and 10 lumens. I'm gonna guess probably closer to like 5 or 8 lumens right there. It does have it so it's adjustable, so you can hold it this way and light up, or you can have it so when you have your blade out, maybe if you're processing in the dark, processing game or something like that, you can of course have your blade lit up and you can see where you're cutting. And this one is considered a $10 value. You know what, let's go ahead and check this out. Oh my gosh, and this thing is just, I'm barely putting any pressure on it, and it's just taking everything off. Holy cow. Well, they did a really good job with the edge on this. Yeah, definitely. This is, I mean, for $10. The next one we're gonna have here is this emergency rescue tent, which that's pretty cool. Of course, you guys, I'm sure, have seen those Mylar blankets, which is exactly what this looks like, that silver kind of look to it. But this is actually supposed to be a tent. The Mylar blankets, I believe, I think they're usually like 3 feet by 5 feet long or something like that. But this one is 8 feet in one direction and 5 in another. So you think it's bigger than a sheet of plywood. It's, you know, you've got an extra foot of width off of a sheet of plywood. So that's not bad. And on top of it, it includes 20 feet of cordage. Now that's this stuff here, this kind of nylon braided line. So let's go ahead with our very last one. And before we do that, that emergency rescue tent, they do say that is a suggested value of basically $5, $4.99. And then we do have this one here, which is also $4.99, and it is called a gear snake. And basically it's, for lack of a better term, it's a giant twisty tie. So let's see, it is rubber coated here. Let's see if we can find an end. There we go. So you've got an end here, and it's rubber, but you've got a wire inside, and you can unwind it, shape it. You use it to lash things together, hold things in place. Now this says that it is 16 feet, and it does say that you can cut this to length, so you don't have to leave the whole thing large like this. You can cut it down. All right, guys. Well, you know, this is I think this has been a pretty good spread per se. off of this box or out of this box. For $20, I would definitely say this is worth it. You've got some pretty good stuff, some really good knives. The D-rings here are a great idea. Of course, obviously, the tent here is great, and even if you don't use it as a tent, if you have to take and use it just as an actual blanket or something like that, it's still a great idea to have something like that. The tweezers are really nice, especially with the little light there, and you know, it's pretty cool, as well as basically the giant twisty tie. I think that'll do it for us today. If you guys want to check this out, go down there in the description below. Of course, you can check out budk, as well as all of our social media links that are down there. And when you're on your way down or on your way back up, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, as well as hitting the subscribe buttons, either the one over there or the one down below if you haven't done it already. And don't forget to ring the bell. Hit that little bell notification down there. Let you get notified when we got new videos coming out here on World of Me. Alright guys, well, I'd like to wish you all a good day, and I will see you later. Bye!